Und das Dritte ist natürlich, wenn so viele Souveräne zusammen sind, if so many sovereign people are together, it's quite likely that they get into trouble with each other. And therefore, the skills of coach and mediators have to be taken up. Also Fortbildung in empathischen Fähigkeiten, in den Fähigkeiten, mit denen Coach und Mediatoren arbeiten. Fortbildung is further education. So further education has to take place in the skills of coaches and mediators, so that the skills, the general human skills, are growing more and more in this company. Dass also die empathischen Fähigkeiten in diesem Unternehmen einfach wachsen und einfach vorhanden sind. Ja, ein anderer Aspekt ist, ich habe jetzt einfach mal aufgezeichnet, ein angestellter Mensch, employee nowadays, is sitting there dependent on his chief. Yeah? He is not a sovereign, he is eine abhängige Beschäftigung, we call it in German, a dependent employment, or how would you call it? He's dependent, yeah. So, but the people, or the chief, the company boss, he is in the sovereign, above the sovereign line. Er ist über der Souveränität, also im souveränen Bereich. And if
I'm not so sure about that.
Yes, I mean it's a bit.
The board of directors.
Yeah.
For the boss.
But if also die Leitung, ne? the Leitung, leaders of the company. If the leader need help, they go to a coach, and that is a free relationship between the two. This is not a free relationship, that's a dependent relationship. So what has to change?
I mean, I would also say that the boss is also dependent on his team, of course.
But that's a different dependency, I find.
Okay.
Yeah. But we want to have sovereignty for all.
Okay.
So I move this up.
There's an interesting saying about what is sovereignty by the philosopher, a controversial philosopher in Germany, but he's interesting, and he said, Carl Schmitt, sovereignty is to control the exception. So you can say to the boss, I have birthday today, so you can stay at home. My boss stay at home, I stay at home too. But if he has birthday, he can say the rule is, but the exception is this. And the role game in hierarchies is that you know what's your role, that he is saying you what to do if it's an exception from the rule. And this is deep insight of what sovereignty in the depth. To break the rules, and you have the right to break the rules.
Okay.
Then you're sovereign.
Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting twist.
I mean, this relation comes from this time. It's the remaining of this time. Actually, I would say this is the last remaining of slavery.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to free it. Or everybody has to free it on its own by choosing the company which is not
which is least
like this, but which is like that.
Yeah.
So in the company of the future, the employee, the Mitarbeiter, is a sovereign person, which means he hat keine Gehaltsforderungen in Euro. He doesn't. Verstehst du das? Gehaltsforderung in Euro?
Wages.
He doesn't get wages.
Well, he doesn't. He hasn't got the right to get wage of a certain amount in euros. Ja? Sondern hat das Recht, einen gewissen Anteil dessen zu bekommen, was es gibt. He has a right of a certain part of what there is. A share.
Okay.
Yeah? Not a fixed amount in euro, but a share of what is there to be distributed.
Okay.
Yeah? So So that's because that makes him a sovereign, to be on the sovereign level. And now the leaders, die Leitung, somehow merge it with the coach. And because the leaders are actually coaching the co-workers, the sovereign co-workers. So this is a free relation. It's not anymore this dependent relation. And therefore, I would maybe there are other techniques to do this relation, to structure this relation. But I would say that the co-workers delegate leadership. That the employee, or what was, you would probably not call them employees anymore, because employee means dependent.
It's co-worker.
Yeah, the co-workers choose or delegate leader to somebody to lead the company. Yeah, it's a delegation, and now the leaders have to report to the co-workers, to the sovereigns. Yeah.
You know what? It's totally interesting that we have a trend of co-working spaces with celebrating the freedom of freelancer, to being a freelancer, and so it's an early adopter group of this new human format, because they think different, they act different, and for them it's normal, and they are just building around these architectures. And at the end of the year 2012, now we will have 1,500 co-working spaces worldwide. We had last year 1,200, and it's growing. It's a movement about free co-working. This means just coming together and having diversity as an engine to come to new ideas, new connections, and a lot of social capital in the perspective of trust, reciprocity, just helping one another. And this is totally different to this corporate management model. There's a woman, Benassarov, or not quite sure, I can give you the name. She's written a great book about the support economy. And she says, it's over with managerial capitalism. It has come and it will be gone. Yeah. Like it has come. The question is only what will be the next. And the next is self-management or self-coaching. Yes. And we are seeing now the first big signals of this new human format in this species.
You can't say it's over and it will be gone. I mean, that's like saying the book is over and it will be gone.
So don't matter.
But its domination is over.
It's what?
It's domination. It won't dominate anymore the future.
Default. It's not.
Well, it's not on the ascendant.
Not default.
Okay.
I would say, like, that's my favorite topic. Thanks. This is a brilliant session what you are taking here. It's like people like myself now. I have been, have many startups, and then I have been paid salaries taken from Science Park and so on. Now I'm independent again. I call myself like a lifestyle entrepreneur. And that's my kind of lifestyle entrepreneurs are freelancers who are engaged with the projects that they really motivate and they have passion for. And they, like myself, I have downgraded a little bit, downshifted a little bit about my economical values in order to be independent lifestyle entrepreneur. Lifestyle entrepreneur, I think it's a kind of good word.
Yeah, but that's addressing like you as a person, though. But what I'm interested in is how an organisation can. I mean, is there?
They have to merge these two aspects.
Is there still an organisation or not?
Yes, yes.
There is still a company.
Yes.
With a tax number.
Yes.
Okay.
And for me, you have the two sides: the employee side, and the freelancer side. And I actually want to take the positive aspects of this and the positive aspects of this together into a higher level.
Yes.
Okay.
And the positive aspects of this is sovereignty. For example, we take it. Yeah, here it And the positive aspect of this is somehow income security, because it's not only one person, it's maybe 100 people or 20 or 500, yeah? So there's a better income security. We take it from that. It's a positive aspect of it, so we won't shed it.
I mean, okay. You're so far you're talking about kind of about problems that you want to solve, but I'm waiting to see the solution now.
Yeah.
Maybe we are the solution.
I mean, you have to see this.
I mean,
Well,
doesn't put the-
please don't look at it with these glasses on. Look at it with these glasses on. Yeah? Because with people with these glasses, they are good as it is now.
But can I draw some other glasses on there? Can I draw some other glasses? Can I disrupt your presentation?
Yes, I mean that's actually the second part. Now I will come to the third part.
I just want to draw some other glasses. Okay. Where does that come in, basically?
Yeah, well, we need money in all three stages.
No, I mean I'm just drawing the dollar glasses
Yes.
because like running a small business that as I do, struggle to run it. You know, I'm kind of aware of these kind of the problem when you have employees, the difficulties when you have freelancers as well. You know, because even if you have freelancers, you know, to give you a case in point, we recently had a guy, a freelancer, and we had him in a project which was paying well. We made a little bit of money on it at that point, but not really. And then that project stopped. So what do we do with that freelancer? Do we just say bye-bye and off he goes? And then when we get some other work, we don't have him anymore? Or do we try and keep him in work and keep on paying him? You know, so like treating him like an employee, in other words. So I'll tell you what happened. In fact, we kept him, we paid him when we couldn't really afford to, and then he went and he's doing something else now. So in other words, we trusted him in a way. We treated him like an employee, even though he was a freelancer. And then so balancing this kind of trust and responsibilities is. So I'm all ears.
So this relation was not thoroughly formulated out, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that you have to treat freelancers like freelancers, not like employees. You have to treat them like an outsourced kind of, knowledge.
Yeah.
And they have to know it, because
Right.
one time this is over, it's over, we don't pay you anymore.
Okay.
If you are employee, then you have the responsibility as an employer to carry on like that.
Yeah.
But I think you have to have different kind of approach between those. And as a freelancer, I understand very well, the project is over, fine, you don't pay me anymore, but in a moment you have a new project, you approach me,
Okay.
and I
Look,
might be interested joining you,
can I-
depending on my situation.
Okay, but that's making this more separation here, not bringing them together. Because what I was talking was like, bringing them together, but it's difficult.
You need to change the form as well.
Okay.
Not only the habit, but the form as well.
Okay.
And that's the next point.
Okay.
First, this very interesting best-selling author is Shoshana Zuboff, I just Googled, and James Maxman, and it's The Support Economy, and it's not, as you might think, some book about like something like service economy or so. It's totally about a paradigmatic change to end the game we have now and to see what will be the next. So I really recommend this